Welcome to downtown Atlanta, the Atlanta Freight Train and the Baltimore Blast. And we are underway, so back and enjoy this. Sorry about the late start. Brock Besser able to move over the line along the right wing. Able to go in the middle is Michael Bunting with a shot there and a save. Scooped up by Owen Power back on the near boards. Here's Alex Tuck there for the Atlanta Freight Train. Michael Bunting is there. There's Miko the Benjamin. Scott Forsling on the back end. Nicholas Kubel. Oh, not last night, 2 nights ago. There's the Benjamin right to the front of the back end. Nice save. Roy up high. The Benjamin whiffed on it. Barron. Justin Barron takes a big hit. Good chip by the crowd. Here's Austin Watson up high. Roy. And he finds the Benjamin right to the front. And Vladar shuts it down. And he holds on for the whistle. Nicholas Kubel able to get it out. And it's picked up by Blake Coleman. Coleman wiped out. Arbor Jacket over to Victor Arvidsson. Arvidsson along the right way. Bizarre the drop-off shot and a save there by Phoenix. Copley holding on for another face-off. Face-off will be to his left. So Blake Coleman absolutely wiped out. Larson enters the zone along the left wing boards. The slot tuck rebound, they score! Justin Kirkland on a rebound. His first goal this season for the Baltimore Blast, and they're on the board. Made such a good save, but then got himself in such a vulnerable position that Enwood R. You see, he makes that great save, and then he was unable to adjust to make another one. He didn't have to make the flashy save. Making the flashy save cost him the goal. Start went home. Tuck in the circle. Could pass Owen Power up high, but time winding down the first. Shot there in the glove save. 5.2 seconds remaining in period 1. .2 seconds remaining. The blast lead. Gambler. Here's Obey Bell on the backhand. Obey Bell trying to hold on the puck. He's able to do so. He shoots and he hit the post. Shot there in the same run. Able to hit the post, but unable to beat the goaltender. Shot there to score! Nicholas Obey Bell. 1-0 Atlanta. Oh, the Freight Train inside the game at 1. Nicholas Obey Bell. I will adjust the goal horn real quick. We're going to have a custom goal horn. So the Freight Train late have tied the Atlanta Freight Train have tied the game at 1. So see, he's moves in the middle of the circle, moves in the slot. Obey Cabell gets fired the wrist shot, goes slightly far side, beating the Baltimore goaltender. The face-off by Owen Power. Stop. The right circle. Shot. Score! Gustav Forsling. First goal for the Atlanta Freight Train. 2-1 Atlanta. They go back to back. The Freight Train have the lead. Yeah, I think we're going to I'll just leave it. Better for now. Freight Train take a 2-1 lead just like that. That shot was a very high shot from very far out. I don't think Phoenix Copley was expecting it to rise as much as it did. He wasn't expecting all that movement from the puck because it was Jason Zucker. Zucker the back end. Coleman the drop-off shot there and a save. Trying to get his own rebound. And he puts it home and they score, but they say no goal. They say no goal. We're going to take a look at this one. Yeah, Coleman's in front of that. He's interfering with Dan Vladar. Call that off. That didn't count. You see, he's trying to like shove his left pad to the side. No, that's his right pad. He's trying to shove his right pad to the side to make that 5-hole bigger. Yeah, and that doesn't count. Last one home. Facing Mika's Benjamin. That's a face-off win. The Freight Train able to win it. John Marino. Intercepted. Shot there. Save at the backhand. Rebound. They score. Mika Zaveja with his first goal of the season for the Baltimore Blast. And the game's tied at 2. the Baltimore captain gets it done. So the Atlanta Freight Train, some really lazy defense in front. And then, yeah, see it bounces off. And then makes it that he was already skating back. And then all he has to do, he gets it on the backhand. And then he spins around and just slides her in. Really smoothly and really quickly. The game's tied at 2. Right in period 2. Overend, not much doing there. Overend spinning around with a shot and a save. Phoenix Copley. 1:25 remaining in period 2. William Overend, Kirby Doc the face-off. Can get the side. Go drop off in the middle. Jack able to break it up. So Matthews the other way. Matthews moving around with a shot. He scores! Austin Matthews! And the Freight Train take a 3-2 lead here at Costco Center over the Baltimore Blast. Austin Matthews moves in. Top of the right circle. Far side shot. And past Copley. I don't even know if he realized how close, how far away Austin Matthews was. I think he was expecting a shot to go right at his chest, and then it went far side. Matthews puts it through. We're going to keep playing. It's just for Brad able to move up. The Freight Train lead 3-2 at the swim lane. On the face-off, 34 seconds of the man advantage. And Watson unable to get out. Stuck. He shoots and he scores! Power play goal for Alex Tuck, and it's 4-2 Atlanta. How about that? What a turnover, Tuck. He gets it. He spins around. He takes a wrist shot. And then it beats Phoenix Copley. It bounces off his blocker and in. It's 4-2 Atlanta. Freight Train off to a great start this season. They're already 3-0-1, and they're looking to go 4-0-1 to start the year. But to get it, here's Moser back the other way. Oh, what a pass to Obey Kubel. Obey Kubel, back of the hands of Moser. He's going to rip one in the glove. Save Phoenix Copley. Freight Train lead 4-2. 5:01 remaining in the period. Nicholas Obey Kubel took a big hit there. See him almost spin around and he lost his stick. Really good hit on Obey Kubel. He shot and it goes in! Dev Woodar made the save. And then it bounced up. I don't know what there's nothing he could have done. Aside from alter his body posture, but he didn't know to begin with. How do I even blame him for that? You see the shot, it's quite airborne. He makes the blocker save, then it bounces up. And then it bounces down. What are you going to do about that? And then it's in. I mean, a lucky bounce for Kirby Doc, and that's for his first of the season for the Baltimore Blast. So the Freight Train. Yeah. Freight Train lost 2 days ago to Baltimore. 4-3 in overtime. 33 seconds remaining. Shot there to save. Net is up empty for the Blast. Copley at the bench. Down low. Freight Train. Here's Sammy Blay. Empty net. Oh, he just missed. Down to 15. And then it's in the score. Nicholas Kubel, his second goal today. The Freight Train lead it 5-3. And that's gonna put the cherry on top for the Freight Train. We just squeaked it out and that was so satisfying. And the Freight Train the point streak will live another day. A 5-game point streak. And the only loss is an overtime loss, so they still got a point. Down to 11 seconds, the Freight Train. Bradley could try to go for one more. Shot there and a save with 5 seconds remaining. So that's going to be your game. 5 seconds remaining. Probably the last face-off is going to be to Copley's right. Austin Matthews because of Benajak. Off the face-off lane because of Benajak, Rant Roy. Able to get out to Brock Besser along the right wing. One more chance. Turn runs out and the freight train win. 5 games in a row with at least 1 point. 4 of the 5 games with 2 points. Freight train of 1.